By the way, this is a scale model that I did just to make sure I was building it right. And I think it looks pretty much the same, actually. Welcome back, folks. Today is episode 50. You guys know what that is. It's our world tour. And if you guys are new to the series, I will put a playlist link down in the description. So if you want to, you can watch the series to see where we got to now. But let's get started because, well, it's not going to be an hour like Ethos or the Hermitcraft server, but we probably will have a little bit in here. This is actually my base, the bottom of it right here. This is my auto sorter. We built about 20 episodes ago, I think. Pretty fun, pretty simple. Saves me a lot of time. The one thing, the hardest redstone thing probably in my world though was, well, one of them was this here. This is my elevator that goes up or down. We're going to take it up so we can check out the rest of the base here, guys. This is my base here. We've been working on it for a while. I'm still not fully sure what we're going to do yet with that. On the inside, I'd like to make some walkways up there and pretty them up a little bit. And then over here we got the post office. And this is so to let you know that if you're not online, this is my mailbox here, that if somebody can leave something for you in the mailbox and the light will turn on if you have something in there. I gotta put my armor on real quick. I don't want to die in the middle of this. And we'll go out the back here. This was done just last episode. It was just green flat over here, and we had a lava fountain that Rebel built. He did a heck of a job on them, and a water fountain. And I thought a really cool way to split it up is a warp forest and a crimson forest. And we're kind of still debating on the pathway here. And I'm going to take you over here to our idea board. This is the idea board, obviously, but it's for upcoming events and stuff. We have quite a few of them, if you couldn't tell. So this series might go 500 episodes like Ethos. Who knows? I don't plan on ending it anytime soon. Here is our spawn. We originally had a spawn way up in the air that me and Wet had built. Wet Lettuce is another player that plays on the server. But this is where you spawn in at. Here's our player board, and we have like a rule board and starter kits over here, guys. Been pretty good with having only a few people at a time, but they've been really decent people. This is what we call the meeting tree. Before we go to the Nether or we fight the Ender Dragon, this is normally where we meet up, the couple of us on the server. This here, this doesn't look like much. This looks like just a big old plain oak, right? But this is from day one on the server. Nobody wanted to cut it down, so it just stood the test of time, and now it's kind of our sacred tree here. This is a chicken. I don't know if you know that, but that's the chicken. Or I call them turducklins. This is Zeus Tower. This is for new people. Each floor has its own base to start out with until you feel comfortable building a house and figure out where you're going to build. We are going to go over here. This is going to be our big project, guys. This is the Mall of America we're going to be building. It's essentially going to go from that wall way down to that mountain over there. I want to get up on top of this hill, kind of give you a scope out. We got a lot to flatten. It's going to go back about another 50 blocks as well. There is a player that doesn't really play anymore, their house. This is Jess's house, Cosmic Kitten's house. Let's see here now. The Dreamcraft sign, obviously. We have the giant tree, which you guys, it's been here quite a bit. It took me about 3 whole days to build that. And a lot of dark trees paid the ultimate sacrifice for this big dark oak. I really like the way it turned out though. Looks pretty good. A little big, but real quick, I'm gonna take you guys down into the spawner, where apparently Panda has all her dogs sitting and waiting. Right behind this wall is a spawner. It's a skeleton spawner. It'll come up and drop down. You can one punch them, and we have a room here to sort all the items. We're gonna put an automatic sorter in eventually, but right now this is our main XP thing until we do our gold farm, which is going to be in the next couple episodes here, because I really need a good XP farm now that we got netherite armor. I want to take you over here to the school building, our library, and it's got a hidden enchantment table in it. Well, it's not really hidden right now, but as you can see, I want to see if I can, there we go. Just so that you can do whatever enchantment you want. Works pretty good. This is one of the few like things that I've built that wasn't massive and kind of just looks okay. Like looks pretty good. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It has chests for each one of the enchantments in alphabetical order. We have some in here, but we're still stocking this baby up because this is relatively new here. You know, we don't have very many good books in here, but that'll come. So guys, I want to take you inside the big dark oak. By the way, this is a scale model that I did just to make sure I was building it right. And I think it looks pretty much the same, actually. And here we go. This is the inside of it. This is actually going to be an automatic TNT farm now that we got the update I've been waiting for. There's going to be a whole TNT duplicator in here that drops down, and we're going to be able to farm trees in here. Can't wait to actually do that project. That one's a little farther down the road. There's a lot of pressing things before that. And here's our farm that me and my wife built the building here. Real quick, this is actually the little aquarium, but all the fish are gone now. But this is our barn and farm. There's an automatic chicken deal here. Pretty cool. Our automatic sheep. I bet you this thing is just packed full. Yeah, I gotta clean that out. Basically, it just reads when the block changes underneath, and it shears them. Here is our giant group of skeleton horses we've been saving up every time there's a lightning storm. And here's our animals, which I think right now we're missing some more sheep. I like to have some spare sheep. Oh, guys, next up is Wet Lettuce's house. He's been playing on the server, oh geez, since like episode 7, I think. That's up there. That's his beacon. This is a train station he's been working on, which I haven't seen how far he's got. Oh, I see. It's down here. Yeah, so he's been working on it. We got a ways to go on that, though. Although now with Soul Speed, we might do a Soul Speed deal, because I'm really liking Soul Speed quite a bit. Alright, as we continue on our world tour here, we are going to head over here. That's Kate's house, believe it or not. That's a player's base. She likes to have a little top and then build underneath. As you can see, she hasn't really gotten it done, but normally she'll put a big underneath part on her building. And then we're going to go over to one of my absolute favorite things on the server that we've been tinkering with here. This is our horse racing track, and we're going to switch out we're going to make it so it can switch out the floor to be a boat racing track, and we'll switch it out with ice. For you guys that have been watching, this is probably the first big thing I think we had in the world. And I'm going to take you back to the back, but I'm going to have to make a cut because this is a little big of a building to go around. Okay, on the back side of the horse stadium, we have our horse drag strip, and this is actually a working working stadium. It'll once you start down there, it'll count items until you get down here. One of my favorite builds on the server is I had to do all the redstone for this, and it was quite the process. And you can tell the smaller amount of items in the chest, the faster the horse. So Glue Stick is missing my horse, but he was 16. He was the quickest. I wonder where Glue Stick is. That worries me now. We might have lost him on one of the times the world tried corrupting on us. But as you can see, from here we got our horse stables back here. I'm going to take you guys up over to the lighthouse, and I'll bring you guys back. Quick here, guys, too, before I go over to the lighthouse. I want to show you this. This is going to be actually coming out here pretty soon, but this was an iron farm when it was PS4 Legacy and our village trader. Now we are going down here, and I'll show you. It's still a village trader, but we're gonna have to make some changes on this with the new Bedrock mechanics, as it's changed quite a bit. We got some new guys in here, but these are all the guys for mending and sharpness 5 and all that. So make sure he don't get out. Them kind of are a pain in the butt to get, you know, the trade that you want. And then too, we have the sugarcane farm back here, which was super quick. It has slowed down quite a bit though in recent updates. I'm gonna have to maybe come up with a new design here, but this is basically what it was. I've already changed it once from when we went from Legacy to Bedrock, but it seems like this last update with the redstone changes definitely did break it, guys. It's kind of disappointing. This is our emerald, how we make emeralds, and basically we can make it so that we power all our beacons with it, and there's 8 of them in here. But yeah, it's kind of cool to power your beacons with emeralds, especially on PS4, because we don't have there isn't as many good iron farms on Bedrock. It's not that they're terrible. They're just there's not as efficient. So we're gonna have to change it up and get the most we can out of it. This is our lighthouse. It's been around a while, and we used to shut it off during the day, but I just left it run because I kind of like it. And then over there we have the pirate ship, which is almost done. And I'm gonna bring you back here in a second. Over there we do our fishing contest. I wanted to point that out if you're wondering why there was a weird hut there. This is our boat dock, which was used quite a bit at the beginning, but it isn't as much anymore. Alright, now we gotta take the long walk over to Rebel's house, so I'm gonna have to make a cut here, guys. Alright, we are getting close here. Rebel has built pretty far out, away from everybody, and you can kind of see, I think in the background you can see his building come in. I haven't really showed much of this build because he's been working on it, and he's still working on it, but it's come a long way so far. I figured I'd show it off a little bit. The last time I think everybody's seen this was the day that I built his redstone door for him, his hideaway redstone door, which we will be seeing here in a second. But this building is really coming together so far. I may actually build him a drop gate right there too. And as you see, he's still working on it. And there's going to be a skull here with another portal inside. I think that's really neat. The last time you guys seen this base, we were working on this door. He wanted a hidden door, and we did it. Hopefully I get this right here. There we go. And this is his evil lair here. This is where he's kind of working out of till his castle is done. And he's got a little area he was been working on down here. And then I believe the other stairway down is his spider spawner, which we gotta turn into an XP farm yet. But outside of that, guys, I don't want to drag on this world tour and make it a huge episode for you guys. There's a couple little things we're missing, but nothing huge. If you guys haven't watched the Dreamcraft Let's Play, down in the bottom of the description of this world tour here, there will be a playlist, like I said, for you guys if you guys do want to catch up. Our episodes are generally about 10 minutes long, so I know this isn't the craziest world or nothing, but we've had a blast with it so far, and it's all been survival. No cheating, nothing like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this world tour. Have a good one.